It's taken. No effort to cover the tracks. Bandit work, no doubt.
Your killer has been slain. Rest well, stranger. Wealth by trolls. Ugh, bad image.
please. We'll die without blood meat.
What troubles you, friend? Why won't the seer answer your call?
I know not. But without her drafts, my family is doomed.
Blood leading away from the house. Something's amiss. Butterflies. Someone has lost a lot of blood.
I bear this pain with grace, Freya. But please, show me a sign. You have my thanks, kind one.
Your wounds are grave. Should you not rest in bed? I'll carry you home.
It is no wound, but the blood is mine. I made the potion, Freya's blessing, to help the crops grow.
Blood mead.
Good, you know of it. From my pain, life springs. Please, help me to the clearing. The field needs the blood mead.
There's a farmer at your house who needs it as well. She waits desperately for your return.
Oh no, but my fields. If I fail in my task, the harvest is doomed. Please, bring me to the next bloodstone.
Seer.
The pain surges. But I must finish the ritual.
I could take her to the next bloodstone. She could finish the rite. Or I could bring her back. The farmer waits.
Fear, please. We'll die without blood meat. The seer. Is she well?
Radha, my blood and pain are the will of Freya and Freyr. Speak now. What do you need of me?
Seer, my crops wither and my family starves. Harvest comes soon, yet our fields remain barren.
I know your land suffers, Radha. Take the rest of my blood meat and water your soil. All will be well in a few days.
Thank you, blessed Seer. I will see to my fields at once. Thank you. You are both welcome to any good crops my farm will produce. Look for me at my farm in a few days.
Yeah.
Show me.
The statue has 3 large slits. Something may fit here. A knife or a dagger. The statue has 3 large slits. Something may fit here. A knife or a dagger.
Something is wrong. Foul. Cursed. Uh-oh. Got to get it out. Curse is lifted. Here!
Dark spirits rule the ethers. Gods here are vigilant.
wish my life had been a carnival of drinking ale and pissing.
It could have been, I'm sure.
No, we have not reached such a point. I used the Order to live a life of ale drinking, but the price of my ale was murder. Sad, really.
You seem sad, Gunnar.
I am. Sven was a good friend to me over the years.
Was? What do you mean?
Oh no, Eivor. You've been away. Sorry to say. Sven passed away not 2 nights ago in his sleep.
No. How is Toby?
Taking it hard, very hard. You ought to go and have a word with her. Far as I know, she's barely left his grave. Anyhow, you probably need something, eh?
I would like to see what you have in stock.
I can get you that one easy. I feel like a proud father. Look how strong you are. You like the looks of that one? There, Eivor. Now you can take on anything. Is that what you want? Done for now.
I must take my leave. So long.
Be well, my friend.
I have to go.
Then go in peace.
There we are. Nice to have a more permanent spot. I've been saving these just for you.
May I see your stores?
Only a fool would pass this up. I think that would be a very good choice. Tempted? Nothing else?
What have you got for me today?
Always a pleasure doing business, Eivor. Is that everything?
I must be on my way now. Goodbye.
Always a pleasure, Eivor.
do you see, Sunan? Your bakery is done, Tarben, and our feasting table will be warmer for it.
Eivor, that is kind of you. I hope one day I can repay you.
You are among friends here. There is no need.
No need, but a desire. An earnest one. I remember the good things people do for me. To warm my heart in times when kindnesses are few and far between. There was one more thing, though, if you had a moment. A grain merchant has set up downriver. I want to bring a half-dozen bags home, but I would need an extra pair of hands.
I can lend a hand.
That's a relief. I did not fancy asking Holger.
Tarben, what brought you to our clan?
Your reputation. Heard folk say a band of hard-drinking, battle-scarred warriors had washed up on shore. Said you had settled in the center of Mercia, taking in whatever flotsam jets. Came to your docks.
And this appealed to you?
More than anything. Always been a bit of a drifter. The thought of settling in a rowdy camp felt like a good balance. And being a baker, I knew my services would not be sniffed at.
I did not take you for a baker when we met. You have the look of someone who swings an axe.
I do hear that a lot.
But baking is your only craft, is that right?
I have always enjoyed it. And I have always been good at it. But when I'm not able to find such work, I take odd jobs where I can. So long as I can work with my hands.
Well, we have that in common.
A question, Eivor. You're a warrior, a fighter. That much I know. But if you could stop fighting, what would you do?
You ask the wrong question. I can stop fighting. But to do so would be to deny the essence of who I am. I think you mean, if I had to stop fighting, what would I become?
No, you've given me the answer I wanted. It's good you've found what calls you. A rare and happy thing.
Yes, I see you both. What can I... It's you. What are you doing in Mercia?
Collecting grain. 30 silver's worth if you can spare it. I do have the coin.
Right. Well... take what you need and get going.
That should cover it. Thank you kindly.
Of course. And you take good care of yourself. Yeah?
Is that your usual vendor? He seemed a little surprised to see you.
Did he? Well, could be he knows somebody who looks like me. There's no shortage of big bearded men around here, yeah?
I suppose not. About your question earlier, What would I do if I weren't a warrior? I would ask the same of you. Is baking bread your greatest wish?
Is there something wrong with wanting to bake bread? The Romans baked bread. The Egyptians baked bread.
It is a fine trade. But is it your calling?
It is my calling to feed people, I'd say. To be of service to those I care for, and who care for me. That brings me joy.
Put that way, it is a noble pursuit.
I don't know that it's noble. It is simply what gets me up in the morning, and gives me purpose for the rest of my day.
Need help with your grain?
No need, no need. I'll do the rest myself. Bring it in and put it where I like.
All right. It was good to speak with you, Turbin. A welcome diversion.
You too, Eivor. Thank you for your help.
I don't know how to...
Tovi.
Eivor, it's Sven. He passed while I was away.
Tovi, I'm sorry I wasn't there.
No one was. We had planned to brand Tekla's barrels that morning, and we talked about what we might have for supper. And when I went to collect him, he was in his bed, sleeping, I thought. But he was already gone.
I'm sure he went in peace.
But he went with plans. Things he wanted to do, things he meant to do. His death was so empty. Not like in our stories.
What stories do you mean?
When we tell stories, the old and wise, they have this calm about them. They know when their end has come and they're ready. Sven wasn't ready, and I wasn't ready either. He was supposed to teach me things. I'm still learning. Everyone looks at me like I will simply carry on his work, as if nothing happened, because they don't know. They don't know I'm not ready.
Life may ask more of us than we are prepared to give. But all we can do is our best. I was not prepared to lose my parents. But in a flash, they were taken from me. I pressed on, determined to live.
That must have been punishing. But you are so strong and so determined.
Someone else might have done better than me. Or worse. This was the fate woven for me. So I live it. I know Sven believed in you, in your craft. So do you believe in him? Do you trust him?
He was the most skilled artist I have ever known.
And he chose you. You may step up or step down, whatever you decide. But know that he had faith in you.
Thank you, Eivor. I need to get home.
Be strong, Tovi. And know that you're valued.
Push me any further, Holger, and I will make you eat that wretched
Could
hat of yours.
Guthban be one of us?
Do you not know fine millinery when you see it, Rowan? I could trade that hat for 2 of your horses.
Silence, both of you!
Randvi, I demand that this matter be settled here and now.
Have patience, Rowan. There is a time and a place for such disputes.
Eivor? A moment.
That's a damn fine step.
Tekla, you look like you wrestled a bear. Is something wrong?
Gods, Eivor, I was robbed on the road between here and Lincoln.
By who? Did you get a good look at them?
They were Saxons, I know that much. A pack of them lifted 4 barrels of my ale and all the coin I had on me. The biggest one pulled me off my horse and stuck his mouth in my ear, said, "Tell Guthban we expected him home soon."
Guthban. That's Battlebone in the Saxon tongue. Are you sure?
That's what he said. It's not someone here, is it?
Not that I know of.
I do not begrudge us taking in orphans, Eivor, but some of these Saxons, we hardly know them. You ought to ask around.
A good idea. You take care of yourself. Let me see to this.
Thank you, Eivor.
That's a damn fine stable we have now. Lord, look at it.
Knut, what are you doing in here?
Eivor, we need your help.
Who's we?
Sylvie and Ira are in trouble. We went into the woods and there's no time to explain. You need to come with me.
Are they all right?
No, they're hurt, and badly.
Take me to them.
That's a damn fine stable we have now. Lord, look at it.
Rowan, Holger, why all this shouting? Where are they?
Not far. We need to hurry.
What happened? Are they still in danger?
Not if we get there soon.
Which way now?
This way. We're almost there. Come on, Eivor. Can't you run any quicker?
Knut, you have to tell me what has happened.
I can't. You won't understand. Even if I do, just trust me.
I think he did it! You did it! You brought Eivor! Good work, Knut!
What is this about?
Sorry, Eivor. We had to trick you. But it wasn't my idea. It was Ira's.
Lying is not a good way to get my attention, children.
But we found a dog that needs your help. She's caught in a trap down there. We thought you wouldn't come if you knew it was just a dog.
Oh, that is not the sound of a dog, Ira. That is a wolf.
But a wolf is a kind of dog, yes? My mother told me that.
Of course it's a kind of a dog. Listen to that sound. Awoo! Pure dog. Eivor, if you won't help us free her, we must do it ourselves.
There is no need. Let me see what I can do.
We must help her. She could be starving.
Poor her. She's crying.
We have to help. Her family probably misses her.
This house needs a key. If I'm lucky, there's one nearby. A key to the front door. I must be cautious opening it. Free that wolf, and pray to Tyr that I needn't slay it in front of the children. The table is set. He never made it home. At least his end came quickly. These skulls bear teeth marks. The wolf must have helped him take them down. The man liked his trophies. At least he leaves that legacy. Easy. Easy. You have a kind look to you, I think.
Wait! Easy now.
Deceived by children and shouting at wolves. I was a warrior once.
Are you all right? Did you see the wolf?
Yes, you freed her. You're amazing, Eivor.
But she ran away and didn't even say thank you. She's going back to her family, maybe. Her mom and dad were probably very scared. Or her wolf husband.
Maybe her wife. We don't know.
But we do know it's time to get you three back to the settlement, before your parents think you were eaten by wolves.
Oh, all right.
Chin up, Knut. You were very brave today. All of you. In future, you should not be exploring the woods alone. You understand?
But you go off on your own all the time.
Because I am very wise, and you have a lot to learn.
Yes, but there are 3 of us. That balances everything.
That is not quite how it works.
More wolves! And not our new friend!
Eivor!
Stand back!
She's coming to save us!
We love you!
Are you all right?
Thanks to our hero, this dog wolf. The wolf go? Dogger.
What?
The Wolfger. It's like dog wolf.
No, I don't like that at all. We should name her... Mouse.
That makes no sense. I think we should call her Chewy, because she chews things. What do you think, Eivor?
Mouse. That's, a strange choice, but it works.
She's our best friend.
Now, we need to get home. All 5 of us.
Fine.
We only wanted to have an adventure like you, Eivor. And we did! And we got a new friend.
Part of adventuring is learning a good lesson. Did you know that?
Yes, the boring part.
Well, have you children learned anything about wild animals today?
Maybe.
Yes! Befriend them at any cost.
They are perfect companions and very kind. My mother always told me to avoid wild animals. Shows what she knows.
How about we think quietly on what we have learned, just until we get home? I think she's quite fond of you.
I know she is. We saved her.
She'd be rotting away by now. Just like that boar you killed, Eivor.
You saw that?
We see everything.
Let's not tell your parents, all right? Now, scamper off home and take your new friend with you. Rowan.
Ah, Eivor. How's the day, my friend?
I am well, Rowan. I had only a small question. Do you know anyone named Guthban?
Guthban? Nothing comes to mind. Should I?
It is not a question of should.
Ah. Is it a horse?
No, it's,
A lover?
No, Rowan, it's no one.
You came here to ask me about no one.
Thank you for your time.
Holger, surely you can apologize to Rowan. It cannot be so difficult. Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished. Ha! Rot disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I'll hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of... Painting, Rowan! I was painting! You make it sound so crude! You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan. Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom. To make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks. All were given gladly. You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleeding...
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource. You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump without asking. It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. I believe I have heard enough. If you'll...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something. Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifur's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen. Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We are done here. Return to your homes in peace.
Would you allow me to pay you with a vibrant painting? After all, in some ways you helped in its creation. Absolutely not. Silver is the only color I wish to see from you.
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day. That Holger, he is quite a character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon. Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Ealdorman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Sven passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
Yes, I had heard. The poor man. I wish I could have spent more time with him before the end.
I think we all wish that. Tovi most of all. Word of our growing settlement has reached outside ears, so have a look around. You may see a few new faces.
Randvi, are you well? You seem distant.
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but well enough. Shall we look at the map?
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped. In this room, and this settlement, and this life.
I cannot help you with your life just now, but I can get you out of this room. What do you say?
I don't know. There is much work to be done.
Stop. Forget about alliances and responsibility for just a few hours. We could take a ride to Grandebridge or somewhere nearby for a change of pace.
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider just now. But thank you, Eivor. Maybe another time. Now, what was it you needed?
I want to see the Alliance map. What of Oxenfordshire? Sigurd told me he had business there.
Ah, yes. Sigurd is there now, in fact. He bids you go meet him as soon as you can. He has partnered with a rebellious Thane called Giedrich, and hopes to install Giedrich as Elderman in exchange for an oath. There is an alehouse at the center of Buckingham. Sigurd will meet you there.
I should join my brother then. Where is Buckingham?
Along the great Ouse River that divides Oxenfordshire. Sigurd will be pleased to see you.
Randvi, take a break. Let's make for Grandebridgeshire and get you out of this musty room.
Do you mean now? Right now?
Of course. You said you were tired of all this, so why not? Stretch your legs and fill your lungs.
I did ask, didn't I? You're right. Lead the way, Eivor.
Follow me. We won't take the long ship today. This trip is for us. Just you and me. Is that a problem?
Not at all. So long as I get some air and sun, I will be fine. I spend too much of my day in the Longhouse.
We'll need to cross the river at some point if we want to enter Grandebridgeshire. If you know a better way, I would love to hear it.
Is swimming not an option?
Swimming? I don't know. Are you joking?
A boat or a horse would always do, but I'm not opposed to the more traditional methods. It really is lovely here. I have not been this far east of the settlement. Isn't that awful?
You think safety awful?
To live one's life in so small a pen, and hear stories from you and the scouts without ever venturing further. This water smells off.
You get used to it.
I do not wish to. Gods, do you smell that? The earth and the air. It is good to be out here. Eivor, there. What is that?
This is where the Summer Army retreated when Grandebridge was lost. They seem to have resettled the city in full now.
Right, right. I know this land so well by its map, but to see it in person brings it to stunning life. A Roman marvel. I will not soon forget this sight.
And here we are. Welcome to Grandebridge. We should make our way to the Longhouse.
Oh, it's bigger than I imagined. Rustic, woody, beautiful. And everything seems quite new.
Under Soma's guidance, the Summer Army built this town up from a small village. They wanted a hub for trade near London, and a launching point for incursions into Wessex.
Well, it is impressive. Some interesting architectural ideas here too.
Well, is that Eivor I see? It's been quite a while since I've seen your face around here.
I know you, I think. One of Soma's loyal men. Magni, is it?
Yeah, good memory.
Good to see you again. This is Randvi, a dear friend and a sturdy fighter.
Well met, Randvi. Eivor seems to have a preference for befriending lovely women.
You know, I noticed the same thing.
I expected more people about Magni. Has something happened?
Soma rounded up some warriors and took them west. She's hoping to open a new trade route with Ox and the Vod there. Only now, in times of trouble, I have discovered I am not the surrogate leader I should hope to be.
What sort of trouble?
Oh, a pack of surly bandits have encamped nearby. To the east of the water's edge. They attack all merchants who travel here by river or road, and word is spreading quickly. It's keeping traders at bay.
That could cripple your town if it carries on too long.
It's crippled me already. The bastard stole my horse yesterday morning.
So what will
We can take care of them, Magni. And if we don't find your horse, we will steal you a new one.
Well, that would ease my mind. I have nothing to offer you for this deed, but the bandits surely would. Take from them what you like.
Good. Consider the matter handled. Eivor, come. We have a camp to raid. The bandits are camped on the river, he said. East of the...
Volunteered us for a fight, Ranvi. Is that your idea of a pleasant ride through the country?
It must be. I surprised even myself.
Away from your table for a day, and already you're lusting for blood.
A feeling you must know well, no? I have always wanted to experience the world as you do, and now I will. Unless you have a more interesting day planned for us?
We will help Magni and clear these bandits. But do not be rash when we find them. The Raven clan needs your steady hand.
Yes, indeed, my lord. I shall follow your order to the letter.
If I did not know any better, I would say you're teasing me.
Oh, certainly not, Eivor wolf-kissed iron-fisted Drenger. I would never tease one with such commanding authority. There, the bandit camp.
All right, stay close and do as I do.
Brood and look sternly at the horizon?
By all means.
I thought you wanted to do this in secret.
You seem up for a battle, so here we go. I feel great.
There. That's done. Now to deliver Magni his gift. That was a thrill, Eivor. We are champions of Grantbridge. Do you know of any other towns that need liberating?
You don't think we have had enough drama for one day? We should... You don't think we have had enough drama for one day? We should return to the settlement.
Or we could have a drink, to celebrate our victory.
At home, Tekla has all the mead and ale we could want.
Eivor, our outing has hardly begun. Find us an alehouse and let us make ourselves at home.
Let's return the horse, and if your thirst remains, we'll look around.
that?
Magni, we solved your bandit problem.
Did you? Well done! And did you find my sweet mare?
Your horse is outside waiting for you.
Thank the gods she is safe. And thank you, Eivor. And your friend Randvi, wherever she is.
She is here somewhere.
Eivor! Over here! Look at this!
Ah-ho! Thirsty.
Are you determined to get drunk?
I am determined to get you drunk. Come on. Scared I will outpace you?
To be honest, a little. What are you playing at?
A drinking contest. You versus me. Wolf-kissed versus Table Maiden.
Randvi, we can do better than Table Maiden.
Mead Queen, then.
All right, let us drink.
Beautiful.
Randvi! Focus! A good shot, Eivor, but Randvi's done you better. But you have my fealty, Randvi.
Any more and I'll drown.
Ha! I am the Mead Queen, slayer of wolves and barrels. I told you I would drink you under the table.
So, are you satisfied? My head is ringing like a bell.
More than satisfied. Now come, we'll ride this off and take in the air as we head home. After just one more stop.
Randvi.
It's a sunken tower near a waterfall, close to home. We can stop for a look, and then you are free of me. It's near the highest point of a hill, just south of the settlement. Easy to spot, I'm sure.
All right, one last stop then.
I know it might not show, Eivor, but I am terribly excited.
Oh, it shows.
Leaving already? Well, I do hope to see you again. Randvi, return any time.
I might have to, Magni. Thank you for everything.
No, thank you. Safe travels.
I think you may have punctured poor Magni's heart back there.
What can I say? Not the first, and it will not be the last.
I name you Randvi, slayer of bandits, breaker of hearts.
I will sound it with pride. Sunniva described his tower for me. A desolate yet peaceful place. I am eager to see it.
After a full day of action, finally...
I've had my fill of adventure. Time for a little rest. I was wondering something. You and Soma. Was there something more to your bond? You spoke of her with a particular shine in your eyes.
We grew very close very quickly. Is that what you mean?
No, I mean... Did something happen between you two?
What sort of question is that?
An innocent one. Innocent as a newborn babe.
Nothing happened between us. That is my answer.
I find that disappointing. If I were you, I might have tested the waters. Eivor, entangled by a hardy Jarlskona as she leads her army to victory and prosperity. A rather appealing match.
Hey now!
Look there! That must be the tower. Take the bridge. Just as beautiful as Sunniva's stories tell. Can you imagine how it looked when it was first built, hundreds of winters ago? Sometimes when looking at a map, I imagine little people in their little armies, traversing the land. And now, staring at these ruins, I imagine people of old, how they lived, never knowing what would become of their monuments.
You have a fertile imagination.
I want a view from the top. Shall we?
Lead on.
Keep up!
Mind where you put your fingers. These stones are old and weathered. You climb well for one who folds maps.
You jest, but I have raised the frames of longhouses and hammered the ribs of longships. My hands are calloused from hard work. Well. A stunning view. It reminds me of my early years in Norway. How I used to climb the hills beyond the wood.
You have an adventurous heart. I hardly see it behind the table, but now I've watched you scale a tower in furs, soaking wet.
I was rowdy in my youth. Hunting, sailing. I was a wildling of the open air, before I became this staunch and stoic woman. Married off in service of peace between two clans. A noble and worthy role, but not one I had ever imagined for myself.
You would have made a fine wandering warrior. A Jomsvikinger. Free to come and go as she pleased.
I think so too. It may be we would have sailed together, over the open seas. Raiding, or traveling.
Or faced each other on the field of battle. Without your marriage to Sigurd, to secure peace, our clans might still be at war.
True. Very true. Thank you for today. Every bit of it has been a dream, and I'm not keen to wake.
Then don't. We can stay here as long as you like.
Yes.
What was that?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. I got away from myself.
No need to apologize.
Sigurd is your brother, and I have put you in a very difficult position. The heart does not do politics like the head.
It may be the mead, it may be the air, but there is no need to apologize.
I am sober enough. But the truth of it is, I have felt this way for some time now. I care for you, Eivor.
Randvi, I do wish that I could indulge this feeling further. But that is not possible.
Of course, yes. I was foolish too. Let this be a dream then. A moment that never happened but in our minds. I would not wish you to see me so weak as that.
You need feel no shame. This stays between us. And at worst, we had a beautiful day. As friends and kindred spirits.
More than enough for me. I would like to stay here, if it is all the same to you.
I would like that. Randvi? Must have returned to the settlement. I have to go. See you soon.
Until next we meet.
Admit it, Alvis. I am the superior wordsmith.
Admit to a falsehood? I would sooner...
Octavian.
Ah, salve, Eivor. How are you?
Well, thank you. A question. Does the name Guthban mean anything to you?
Guthban? It's not Latin, is it?
It is a name, I think. But no face comes to mind. I feared maybe a moniker. A false name.
So you came to me? Why would you come to me about a false name? Do you think my name is false?
No. Is it?
I am Octavian. I've always been Octavian. Now, please, Eivor, this is not a good time for me. I am terribly busy. Good day.
Finnir, welcome to our home. May you find a second wind here. One to fill your sails and send you across the world and back.
That is an image I will fix in my mind, Wolf-Kissed. Happy to be aboard.
Tarben, do you have a second? I was wondering if...
I am Guthpen, Eivor. It means battlebone. Not the name of a cheery baker, is it?
Not one who bakes bread, no. So, how did you earn this name?
Before I came here, I lived another life. A brutal, bloody life. I served with a gang of mercenaries. I was their weapon, roaming the wilds of England. Did whatever they asked of me, and all they asked was violence. When I left, I laid this sword on the grass and made a vow. I swore never to spill another drop of blood, to abandon acts of violence, to never kill again.
A hard promise for a hard man.
It wasn't, not for me. This life here is all I've ever wanted. I've never been more at peace. This is my doing. I brought all this upon me. It is down to me to fix it.
Tarben, by threatening you, they threaten my clan. I cannot allow that.
These men are foul, Eivor. You should not have to fight my battles for me.
Do you not hear me, Tarben? If they threaten you, they threaten me. So let us face them, together.
Very well. Meet me outside when you're ready. I believe I know where they will be.
If you wish to face your old friends, I'm ready when you are.
Good. I'll lead the way. I want you to know, should it come to blows with my old crew, I can handle it myself. Forgiving me is all the work you need to do.
There is nothing to forgive. You walked away. They pursued. By axe or by fist, I will do what must be done to protect my clan.
I would sooner square a
You're living the life you want, aren't you?
Before we're spotted, tell me what I should expect here. Will they attack us on sight?
I shouldn't think so. No. Nothing like that. It's not how Wilf operates. Yes, he's a clever one. And rather kind when you meet him. Makes you feel like you're a friend. Family. I met him a decade ago, and he was the first person to truly welcome me. To see some value in me. He told me I had a gift. For intimidation. Persuasion. Violence. Just by the size and strength of me, he knew how to use me.
So, what do they want from you now?
They'll want me back. They'll want me to be the man they think I am. Monstrous and massive. Wilf and them were the only family I had then. But their love was conditional. Wilf only loves what he owns.
So, what do you intend?
I know I won't go back. I don't want more blood on my hands. But apart from that, it's hard to say. Who knows what they have in mind?
We're stopping.
That house, there. They're likely within. It won't look like much, Eivor. But don't be fooled. And don't take Wilf lightly, charming as he seems. The man is a serpent.
I've met plenty of charmers who turned out to be snakes.
I know. Only a warning. Let's go inside.
Gothman, my boy, as I live and breathe, you got my message. And you brought a friend. Who might you be, Dane? His new leash?
I am Eivor, and the woman you robbed was one of my clan. That will not stand.
I know. I'm busted up about it. But tell Tekla, was it? Tell her that her ale is some of the finest we've tasted.
I am done with you, Wilf.
But we are not done with you, boy. We gave you food, shelter, ale to drink, riches galore. We made you who you are.
For all you did for him, he repaid you with blood and sweat, did he not?
You're a fiery one, I like that. But the ink was dried on this deal well before your number arrived in England. If you wish to clear Tarbin's name, I'm happy to help with that. It's only a small matter of cost. Some weeks back, soldiers confiscated my personal wares, shall we say. Tried to confiscate me as well, but I gave them the slip. If you're keen, you could recover my belongings and return them to me. Do that, and your name is clear.
I can't. I promised myself I would leave all this behind. But...
If it will clear Tarbin's name, we will recover what is yours. Where are these soldiers?
Camped not far to the west. A battalion of bloated, brainwashed military men. You can't miss it for the smell.
Wait here, then. We will return before you sprout another pair of horns.
God go with you, Eivor.
You found it!
I did. Let's bring this back to Wilf.
You handled that better than I would have.
Oh, they have returned.
We have your goods.
Beautiful. Beautiful, put them there.
The ledger.
Of course. Happy to honor it. My goodness, such a lack of trust these days. It's a dark age, no mistake.
That's it, then. We're done?
Aye. You are free to walk from this place and live as Tarbin the boring bread maker for the rest of your days. But you, Eivor, if you ever get tired of the settled life, we could always use a thief with your skills. Think about it.
Tarbin, are you satisfied?
Yes. I cannot thank you enough, Abel. I feared the worst when I heard my old moniker, Guthrie. Hadn't heard it in years. Dredges up fearful memories.
I imagine. How did you fall in with that bunch?
After my mother died, I sought family. Wilf offered it. Looked at me, took me in and told me who I was. Who I could be. I don't crave that belonging anymore. Among you lot, people accept me as I am. The greatest gift I ever got. Peace.
Many men are calm because they have never known a storm. You weathered the storm and worked through it. It is a rare thing.
That means a lot. Thank you. It's good to be home again. That is, if I haven't robbed myself of the pleasure of calling it home.
Tarbin, in spite of all, you're welcome here. And yours nothing but the work you love.
Right. Payment in fresh loaves of bread. I can manage that.
But first, one scrap of your past remains.
Right. The ledger.
Toss it, and purge the past.
With pleasure.